the mud. What would you do in C's position? They gave me a fish, they ain't teach me fishing. Back in the day I had decent bitches, but they ain't got nothing on my recent women. What would you do in C's position? They gave me a fish, they ain't teach me fishing. Back in the day I had...
See, and that's dope. Like I said, in the middle of a lot of the stuff, he says some dope stuff. So it's just like, gave me a fish, didn't teach me fishing. So basically, it's just like I had to teach myself, you know, how to fish, or I took that fish and then flipped it, you know, to get what I needed to do, what I actually wanted to do, type of thing. So what's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another reaction. We got a new Central C and RAYE MOI, the official music video. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on, so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 5K. Now, I think I've reacted to maybe a few Central C. Some of the stuff gets like copyrighted, so it's not like I don't be trying, you know, but we'll see if this one goes through, so you will know if you're watching this. But Central C seems pretty dope. You know, the stuff that I've heard, the flows, like, when it comes to the UK, you know, drill rap kind of thing, I think he was, I wouldn't say like pioneer because I don't know too much, but he's a name that has been going around for a minute. The last thing I heard about him was him, and I don't know if it was Ice Spice or something supposed to be I don't know. When it comes to certain stuff, I'm just like, I don't care. But it always fascinates me, people from over the pond breaking over here and what people, you know, gravitate towards that. So let's go ahead and check out Moi.
Je pense à toi, j'aimerais te voir ce soir. Je ne suis pas amoureuse de toi. Fais semblant avec moi. I wonder why there's a stone cold breeze as I kiss him goodbye. Paris is the city of love, they say. But not for him and I. C'est la dernière fois pour toi et moi. Ouais, j'ai compris que même les bébés pleurent. Je rentre à la maison.
Shout out to the producer and engineer.
Fais semblant avec moi.
What's that smell in the chest of drawers? Young boy selling them Benz and scores. Gotta get rich in desperate cause. Talk about drill, gotta mention moi. No homo, but I slept with bro. Broke out sharing my bridges clothes. Then I got rich and I kept them close. Talk about real, gotta mention moi.
So it's just interesting because when I think about hip hop as a participant and a person who is a fan of it as far as consuming the music, and now me reacting as far as to music, and y'all are getting like my full filtered, you know, like unfiltered thoughts when it comes to this stuff. It's not that it is bad. It's not that it's bad. There's just a pattern that I see in multiple ways. When it comes to a lot of people that consume as far as hip hop and other places, a lot of them are consuming what's popular. And it shows, like in this video, as far as with the cars, as far as like him talking about, you know, sleeping with the bros, no homo, but that's that's as far as a simile for coming up with the homies, you know, having to sleep in one area, whether it be the living room or one bedroom, or, you know, one person's on the couch, several people on the floor, you know, type of thing. And him talking about him getting to this point, if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like the same stuff that he was saying in, I think, the last thing I was reacting to. What I will say as far as that, a lot of really dope things about this track in general was as far as the intro, the whole without Moi, you know, different things like that, having the singer have that and have the dual languages going on there. Even as far as like the stuff looks dope. Like I said, I don't want people to think like I'm just hating, but there's, as a person who loves lyrics, but also just hearing a bunch of different music. Like I'm a USA rapper, you know, so there's just, it's just, to me, it just feels not necessarily disappointing, but just disheartening that there is way more to hip hop. And so I guess even in the sense that whether it be the underground or different things like that, because now it seems to be the thing to kind of be like, oh, you on that fake woke stuff. So it's just all like, I know you don't want to hear songs about the struggle, and it doesn't need to be that. There's a way, like, I really like Larry June, and not to say Larry June doesn't get into this bag, but I think that what I really like about Larry June is that there is a positivity about it. There is almost like especially being an American, African American in general, there's a lot of stuff that he shows and places that he goes. And me being a traveler myself, being a Belize, Mexico, Japan, that's the type of stuff that interests me. So when I see something like this, it almost just feels like, a parody of the genre that I've, grown up with and that I'm a part of. And so, like I said, it's not like it is bad, but I don't, I wouldn't say I don't see the hype sort of thing, because I know that a lot of these artists put in a crazy amount of work. Like, that's the type of stuff that I admire and that I've tried to, emulate, like just the type of content, what works. But I think in some cases, I do like some of the lines that Citrusy does say, because though there may be all of this almost like surface level fluff that's in his lyrics, there is like that in the center, those nuggets that are mixed in there. Like I said, it's not to hate, it's just what appears like when I'm seeing the music video. I think maybe I might have had a different viewpoint just listening to the song, but just everything that I'm seeing in the video, and then I'm glad that the words are on there because I can see. And so when I'm seeing this, I'm just all like, man, where's hip hop going? Has it stagnated, or is it just weird for me to see them over the pond basically going through what we did in the 2000s, so to speak, and kind of like they're at the beginning parts, and where the US is at, it's like this is where it's almost like a future or where they're headed. So it's almost like we're barely seeing the beginning of this, so to speak. So like I said, it's not that it's bad, like I said, just sometimes it can feel like a parody to me.
And team was kitchen whipping. If they had TikTok them times and a man asked me what I do for a living, then I would have started fibbing. Sirens, they had my heartbeat skipping. I was a good boy till I started sinning. Car full of bud, part of her bad. They can't even judge cause I came from the mud. What would you do in C's position? They gave me a fish, they ain't teach me fishing. Back in the day I had decent bitches, but they ain't got nothing on my recent women. What would you do in C's position? They gave me a fish, they ain't teach me fishing. Back in the day I had...
See, and that stuff, like I said, in the middle of a lot of the stuff, he says some dope stuff. So it's just like, gave me a fish, didn't teach me fishing. So basically, it's just like I had to teach myself, how to fish, or I took that fish and then flipped it, to get what I needed to do, what I actually wanted to do, type of thing. So either way, it's still dope. Like I said, it's not that it's bad, but even when I hear the beat, I'm just all like, damn, but I can't knock that, well, I do knock as far as like the trap here in the USA, as far as that sounding the same. But when something works, when you find a formula that works, the thing is that I can't knock if it's working. If that's what people are resonated with, if that's what people are, how he's able to communicate and that's what they're receptive to, then I can't knock it, but to me, when I hear a lot, like I can tell it's like a UK thing just by hearing the beat, so it's like almost, for me, I'm just like, dang, what if he would have threw more of that stuff in the intro, that melody and old girl that was in there and different things like that, more into the beat, because it just sounds like the UK stuff gets repetitive, even like the flow, You know, like I just did a reaction to this Drewski track, and Drewski was emulating it, and it was spot on.
No, I don't need no Bluetooth speaker. We play outside without the inside. Pigs them picking up Rugas. Yo, look, the youth them leaving them bloody. Put it up in the box.
Why is this just for like a parody comedy rap? Why does this go so ridiculously hard? Like literally the attire, the snaps that they was taking. I was just like, yo, this joint is actually super freaking hard. It's funny though. And then hearing it and him replicating this drill, UK drill style and everything like that, he's actually got it down pat. Like, it's very interesting. It's dope, you know, and so it's just, and he does parodies, so that's why I'm just all like, oh man, it's interesting. It's interesting. But that line he was saying right there was dope.
Decent, but they ain't got nothing on my recent. What's that smell in a chest of drawers? Young boy selling them Benz and scores. Gotta get rich in desperate cause. Talk about drill, gotta mention moi. No homo, but I slept with bro. Broke out sharing my bridges clothes. Then I got rich and I kept them close. Talk about real, gotta mention moi. I value my life, I can't die this young. There's so much fun that I'm yet to have. I got a thing for India love. There's so much gal that I'm yet to bang.
And that's crazy because we just lost Rich Homie Quan, you know, 34 years old. So again, like I said, it's not like a lot of what he's saying, or not a lot, but he does drop some stuff in there. You know, I think that for me, when I look at certain artists, it's just all like, if that's their lifestyle, you know, I can't front, and I can't really, for me personally, I don't really judge artists off of their like singles, even though we're in a singles type of thing. So that's why it's just like when I hear a Central C song or artists that are similar, it kind of all sounds the same. They kind of talk about the same thing. It's just like, gonna talk about girls, gonna talk about your past girls, gonna talk about a sexual innuendo, you know, gonna compare something to some Chucks or Keys, you know, gonna talk about, you know, coming up with the boy. Like there's pockets that they end up doing, you know, and so it just becomes predictable. But like I said, with Central C and this song in particular, I do like that he puts those, you know, nuggets in there.
That I'm in and out of these countries, fuck and duck, I don't get to hang. Put on my cape and set her free. I'm the reason that she left her man. Good things come to those who wait. I don't believe that though, you gotta grind. 2 iPhones, gotta switch devices. Bro showing me which sticks to buy. I'm here tonight, but gone tomorrow. If you wanna fuck, then quick decide. The United Kingdom tax too high, so I might leave and dip the buy. What would you do in C's position?
Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Yeah, these are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase, all of that in the link in the description. And just, you know, check it out, because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So anyways, guys, giving out shoes to the kids. I mean, like I said, it is dope. It is dope. I think that, you know, that's good that he did that little thing at the end. It was just like coming back to the hood, maybe the place that he was from, and being able to give back. And that's dope. And so it's just all like, yeah, I mean, what would you do in C's position? In C's position, you know, let me know in the comments what you would do. You know, maybe you might do a lot of the same things. For me, I think that I just like to dig a little bit deeper. Like if you hear my music, if you hear some of the random tirades that I go on, I just like to dig a little bit deeper. And that's just me personally. And I realize, hey, these are my opinions. These are my thoughts. You don't have to agree. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. You know, like it's just my thoughts on it. So I said, you know, I think if I was in C's position, I don't know, because it's just all like I'm not saying that he doesn't have what he doesn't have and different things like that, but I do realize a lot of things are a show, you know, and sometimes you it's very hard to think about what you would do in a person's position who their persona and things online is created as far as for that, you know. And that's with like any artist, you know. That's why when you're looking at things like this, it's just all like, don't feel like you're less than or anything like that. It's just all like, if you enjoy the music, you know. So this track is this was interesting. It definitely gave me a lot of thoughts, you know. I would be curious to hear something that isn't so uh surface level from Central C. So if you're a Central C fan and you're just all like, okay, I got you, check out this track, you know, then go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely be open to checking that out. But it's Miss Composition MC that writes fiction, back at it with another reaction. Make sure you like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 5K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.